So we are recording live from Disc Jam 2018, and we got the members of Aqueous here. I'm so glad to have you guys.
Thank you.
Amazing set before. That was a lot of fun.
Thanks.
So you guys have been, very familiar with Disc Jam. When was your first year that you played here, and how did you get involved? And
I was surprised to find out it was 7 years.
We just discovered this. This is our 7th year
Did
playing.
not realize it'd been that long.
Yeah. All of our minds were like.
Yeah, and you guys were in Sturbridge, I believe, right? When it was first kind of forming.
Yeah.
It was one of the, I think it was one of the first festivals that we
played.
actually outside of Buffalo, Western New York kind of thing that we actually drove to go to, I guess.
Yeah. Sure.
Kind of, now that I think about it, it was like one of those first festivals.
Yeah, that's cool.
So it was a long time ago.
Indeed. But you're returning every year. That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's been nice.
And do you think there's anything, about Disc Jam that you think separates it from festivals that you guys have played in the past?
Yeah, I think it's like a perfect size, I think that there's like it's a really easy vibe, like even just logistically speaking, everything's so accessible, and like there's a really good community vibe that happens here too, and the lineups are always like just full of our friends, and that's like always such a good vibe. And
exactly.
It's like a family reunion out here.
Oh, definitely. Very cool. So, and then I also want to talk about your music a lot too. You guys recently released some live albums. I know I was listening to Elements 1 and 2 on the way up. And I know that has a lot to do with like your touring as a band, and I was curious, with all the touring that you guys have done, does that, help increase the creative juices flowing in you guys, or do you feel like sometimes it may even like get logistical and be kind of like a nightmare? Like, do you feel like that's a creative
I always
process?
kind of like when we do play a lot of shows, kind of like in a row. Either way, there'd be like we're on tour where we're playing for Wednesday through Sunday every week or whatever, and you kind of get in that vibe. And I always, as the shows go on, I feel more comfortable, and I feel like the shows get better the more we play more consistently, as opposed to I like this festival, we hop around to, but there's a lot more space in between. So when you're like kind of just going at it for like an extended period of time, you kind of get in a groove.
And you tend to push yourself a little further.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I don't want this to sound the same as it did last time I played.
Exactly.
So there's like you really just push and push and push, and like more creative stuff comes out.
Exactly.
Sometimes you may it may not come out the way you want it, but most of the time you're really just pushing and going for the next thing. You're like, oh wow, I can do something else.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Change it up every
I think there's like a synergy to touring too that happens like off stage as well, and that translates on stage, like just being in a van together like all the time and just like spending time. Like I think the dynamic changes for the better. Like you just get like close and like weirdly close.
Yeah.
And I think that builds like another level of trust on stage, and you just get in a comfort zone like throughout a whole tour, and by the end like we're able to take even crazier risks than we normally would, like by a lot. Like sometimes things will get like way out there, like just because we're like in a zone. It allows us to, and I think a lot of it has to do just with like the personal side of it on stage.
Sure, definitely. And then I know you guys have a tour, the remainder of your tour, you're hitting up Colorado, you're doing the Peach Music Festival, and I also know you're doing a show in Buffalo in July. You guys are from Buffalo
Yes,
originally.
hometown.
So, and I believe what is it, Cobblestone?
Yes.
Yeah. Can you tell me a little bit about that? Since a lot of people, are from Buffalo.
Yeah, it's right in Buffalo. There's like a Cobblestone district, town right by the Sabres downtown.
And Buffalo Ironworks.
And Buffalo Ironworks.
It's like right outside.
It's part of like the Cobblestone Festival. And they set up right in the middle of the street, and Ironworks is like the venue is one of the stages, and they have one in the Cobblestone Street. And, it's a nice 2-day festival. I think they're doing it Friday, Saturday this year.
Lineup is sick.
Yeah,
too.
it's a great lineup.
Like Turquoise and like Andy Frasco in the UN, who like we've become kind of like friends with.
Yeah.
That band is Chaos, and Andy Frasco is
So
Chaos,
crazy,
and it's like really fun to witness and
Amazing.
be a part of. Like, and we're like excited. I think we're gonna try to like get him involved, maybe in our set or be involved in his set. Probably same with the Turquoise guys. And then like it's really diverse too. They have like Sheepdogs and Broken Social Scene, and it's like nice. We were actually just discussing earlier. Like it's cool to see lineups that are that diverse. It's not just like a bunch of jam bands or a bunch of EDM or whatever. Like it's cool to see something that like anybody could get into. And, like Buffalo is kind of just that way anyway. It's pretty eclectic, and there's a really mixed, like diverse culture, and I think that festival sort of represents that vibe.
Yeah, it's a good place to grow up, I can imagine, right?
Yeah, it's good.
Except for the winter. I don't like the snow.
Oh yeah.
I don't either.
Other than that,
I went to
it's
school
great.
up in Syracuse, so yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you know all
I'm
about
over
it.
I'm over it too. The winters.
Do you guys have like a favorite venue in Buffalo that you go to that you love to visit?
Yeah, well, Buffalo Ironworks is a great spot. We did New Year's at Town Ballroom, which is definitely one of our favorite venues.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah.
Because we grew up like seeing shows there too, and like it's like any place that you watch from is like a perfect vantage point. Like there's not like a bad seat in the house, so to speak.
Why is everybody looking at me?
What are you doing over there?
I don't know. I
Anything
saw
to
something.
add?
I saw something happening in my peripheral, but I didn't know what it was.
I didn't do anything. What's going on?
Well, anyway, no, that sounds like great. It sounds like you guys have a lot. You're busy, but busy's good, and you're touring.
Good busy.
Yeah. My last question I had is, have you guys tried disc golf yet? And if you so, who do you think is the best band?
Rob is the best because he's the only one that plays.
Yeah,
I mean,
by
yeah.
default.
I played only like once
But I
or
would,
twice.
well,
once or
that
twice
just
I
means you
played.
probably just win, because that's just what happens. Dave like will
I'm
just pick
awesome.
something up and then beat everybody.
Yeah, they've got the best disc.
Oh yeah, you're one of those.
It's like, oh, I've never done
I know
this
people
before,
like
and then
that,
just
yeah.
beats everybody. It's embarrassing.
Sorry. We
So,
never had that rematch in
I don't want
NHL.
ever. I
Remember
don't
that?
ever want to have a rematch with
We have
you.
to.
Oh, I've never played this game. Let me sit down.
Ultra competitive.
He always wins, and it's like, come on.
You guys are just jealous. I
Although
always win.
I did beat you in rock paper scissors for like 2 years.
Oh,
straight.
that doesn't count.
Wow.
Yeah, it counts for everything.
Yeah,
It does, it
yeah,
does.
God, it counts so
There is
much.
a way you can actually like manipulate people into winning.
Yes.
Whatever.
That's a thing.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's you establish
Whatever.
dominance early on.
Yeah, it's like a pattern. Yeah, you gotta
Dominance.
go set a pattern or something.
Whatever.
And I did. I set a pattern for a long time.
Mike is dominant.
He's the dominant one.
Oh,
He's the alpha male.
You heard it here first, folks.
Mike is the alpha male, dominant.
yeah. Well, in terms of disc golf, there's still time. Are you guys sticking around maybe a little bit after? Or are you heading out on?
So this evening I'm playing at 2 a.m. with
Right.
Rob
Yeah.
Pompa of
That's right.
Dopapod doing like our all acoustic improv
Yes.
sets, which are cool. But then we're like shipping right off to Denver tomorrow to play out there. We gotta catch a flight in Buffalo, so we're driving overnight to make that.
Well, best of luck to you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Again, this is from NYS Music at Disc Jam 2018.
Hey. Well, bye.
Bye.
See you. Bye. See you.